Well, we decided, and it was probably a suggestion of Mike's that came through, to have something that would last beyond our time in Wangaratta, and over the years we've seen so much where some really great businesses and great people have contributed to our community, and when they've passed on, it's not doesn't have the longevity, and so this was something that we thought we could do, and particularly after 40 years in business, it was very fitting, and we had always contributed to our community in so many different ways. And when we look back over a year, we might have done 20 or 30 donations to various community operations. But this way we felt that we can make a bigger difference and also encourage our team and also other businesses to contribute to it.
The way that I was looking at it was around legacy, so the 40th anniversary of the business and what we could start something, I suppose, to acknowledge what you and Marion had done for many, many decades. I'll be part of it for a period of time, but also having something that will continue on. And also, I suppose, about creating something meaningful where we can do some significant things in our community and in partnership with other organisations, and having control as to where the funds go, whereas many of the things that we donate to, you actually ultimately don't know where the money's going to go. Look, it's probably blown me away a little bit. I mean, I suppose not expect, but we know that our team, would donate and things, but we've had so many clients donate money into our fund. We received anonymous donations where we ask around and really no one knows. They're truly anonymous, and I think that probably goes to the respect that people have for the Garry Nash entity. And some of the donations have been quite significant. We had a local family donate 100,000, and really that's probably a bit of a game changer in terms of the future of our fund.
Having been involved in our profession for 50 years and 40 odd in our own structure, emergency housing at whatever stage or category you put it in, it could be family violence, all those things, but it's really one of the things that is so much in demand and needs a great assistance. And so for all that period of time, it's always been a priority and an urgency for communities. So if we can work towards doing that and being a contributor to help government, both federal, state and local government, put something together, I think then we're really making a difference to our community and our younger people.
So our 4 categories, they might sound specific, but we have a fair bit of flexibility with what we can, who we can support and which groups we can support. So they're essentially around housing and homelessness. We're a real estate business, so that obviously aligns. Health and wellbeing, which again is sort of part of our business values, that's very well aligned there. Education and natural disaster relief.
Where we have national disasters from time to time, like the recent fires up in Corryong, if we'd been structured properly, it would have been good, because a lot of the farmers up there needed hay, needed fencing material, needed many, many things. And if we'd had the fund operating in those times, we would have been able to step up as a community here and put a meaningful few semi-loads of hay up there for them to keep them going. We can, as an office, we're a real estate profession, diverse real estate office obviously in regional Victoria, but it means that we can still focus on our work, and we can leave into our hands to do all the administrative parts to make sure it's all compliant with taxation, accounting and
not-for-profits.
And certainly some of the reports that we've seen even just at this early stage are really, really impressive, and would be something that you'd be proud to share with another party or somebody looking to contribute to the fund. It's really set up really very, very professionally and at cutting edge, I'd suggest, as a presentation to show clients.
And the transparency with the information
Yes.
we get is great in terms of the minimal fees it is
Yes.
to administer our fund too, because that's the other thing.
Yes.
With many big, probably clunky organisations or charitable organisations where a lot of funds can be spent.
Absolutely right, Mike. And we've operated our mantra as a business that we're transparent. A client or somebody can come in, and if they want to look at the books or whatever into our hands that we've got, they're quite happy to. We're happy to share. There's no clipping the ticket, as some people say, on the way through. We want to make sure that whatever gets donated gets actually to the core of to the cause.
I suppose we want it to get to a certain size where we can do some really meaningful things. It's really important to support a number of different groups, and when we had our first grant rounds, even the smallest sums of money, which to many people would be trivial, mean so much to those organisations. So we'd still continue to do that. But as the fund grows and it starts rolling, we'd be able to partner with other organisations to deliver, perhaps, I don't know, a project like a house. Or,
Yes, something along those lines, for sure. And I guess too, the many things that I've had contacts from many other business people, both professional and in other spheres of business, wanting to know what they can do to become part of our community fund. So I can see this sort of growing quite well, and to the point where other like-minded business people can either come in and work with us or share our vision, or alternatively it might be an inspirational bit that they can actually do something in their own respective field and go forward. So that's what I see it actually progressing. And I also feel that there's a lot of people that have been born in Wangaratta, worked here, still have great connections with Wangaratta, and I even through CFA have some people from Sydney that regularly just put money back into our brigade every year, and it's a substantial amount of money just because they love the area and love what they were given the opportunity to grow up here. So, and they've been doing that for probably a decade or more. So there's things like that. So I think that's what it'll continue to do, and providing the entity is there, and people will see the good that it does.
And we probably hope as well that by us doing this, we encourage other businesses and groups to, they don't have to donate to our community fund, but donate into our hands or set up their own.
Setting up their
funds,
own organisation.
Because that way you can ensure that the money you raise stays local.